Okay, one habit that changed your life.
Waking up early.
Not listening to my wife.
When was the first time you heard about Harrison? What was your impression then?
बहुत पहले बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं. Whenever there was any requirement of lock in our house, so my father used to say Harrison का ही लेके आना.
As we all know, in many parts of India, ताला मतलब
Harrison.
Harrison ताला.
कश्मीर से लेके कन्याकुमारी तक.
ताला मतलब Harrison ताला. You heard the story of Harrison. Does the story also matter in a brand in a big way?
Very true. When you have a very great story behind any brand, it makes the brand more visible. It makes the brand more acceptable.
The history of Harrison or the willingness to innovate or the resilience? What impressed you more?
So I will be very honest. Umang impressed me in the first place, and then the brand, the name really impressed me a lot, and history, that's a legacy.
But Umang, I want to ask this question. I'm very curious about this. What made you choose Canada? The world is flat and expanding, but Canada is far.
I think first of all, the big size of the Indian community is there. The construction market is growing drastically there. We see a demand of great products coming in. Smarter homes need smarter security solutions.
Yes.
So that Hans is already working on it.
Umang, you say something on this as well कि जो market में बैठा होता है वही business करता है, ऐसे कुछ होता है ना एक statement.
I agree with it. अमर, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, पर अब इसमें है जो ज़्यादा दिखता है वो ज़्यादा बिकता है.
Hello and welcome back to the Lockguru Show. Normally we speak about businesses and entrepreneurship. Yes, but today we have something much, much bigger and more special than ever. We have two people, two successful businessmen, entrepreneurs of two amazing countries. First, let me introduce you to Mr. Amar Khurana. He's a businessman and an author of a book, Selling Beyond Borders. He's an Indian Punjabi man who's gone to Canada and become very successful there. And also we have our very own Mr. Umang Monga, the CEO of Harrison. Today we have both of them in our show. Welcome guys. Thank you for coming on the Lockguru Show once again.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Thanks for having me.
The pleasure is mine. And Mr. Monga?
Yes, thank you so much. And I know it's going to be a little bit unfair, but we're going to have two Khuranas talking to one Monga.
But all three are Punjabis. All three are Punjabis.
Yeah, all three are Punjabis. We're going to have fun. Yes.
We'll have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you guys met second Mr. Khurana that he's met in his life. And after that, very surprisingly, though the reason was correct, you went to build businesses in Canada. And meeting for the first time, and from there, how did it happen? And it's so fast and so good.
You want me to start, or how about Mr. Khurana starting it?
No, we were meant to be together. So, we met during his visit. So, luckily I met him, and when I heard the brand name Harrison, I said, I know this brand, बचपन से देखते आ रहे हैं इस brand को, and I was so amazed to see that this legacy brand still exists, and he's nurturing that brand, and he has built it so well.
Yeah.
So I was amazed to hear his story, and it made me think. I'm on a mission to promote Indian brands in North America. So we work with many Indian brands. And when I heard the brand name Harrison, so immediately it came into mind, why not we help build Harrison in North America? So that way we was. God wanted us to meet, and we met very briefly in the first meeting, and then we become friends, and it all started from there.
Fantastic. Mr. Monga, was it love at first sight? How was it like? The collaboration happened immediately.
Honestly, it was love at first sight, because I loved his nature. It wasn't starting with business, actually. We were on a trip to Niagara Falls, and I was hearing his stories and how tough he's built it up. It took his journey. So for me, I think when we're looking at partners, we're looking at partners who have had their tough journeys, because then it gets them, to the best part of their life. They have the drive to build that, build out the whole business around their tough journeys. While I was traveling Niagara, we also had great time. But then, when we were thinking of doing the partnership, he was more keen to take me around the market, make me visit all the good hardware stores, make me understand how Canadian products could be built in, how Indian products could be having synergies in the market.
Hmm.
So, and his in-depth knowledge about the market and the customer. So for me, he's a perfect partner, and then he's a Punjabi. We can't go wrong with Punjabis, right? So
The great business sense Punjabis have
yeah,
a lot of it.
So
And that's it. It's a Gujaratis and Punjabis.
Just to add on, Sachin, I was just trying to help him. I was never in my mind. It was never in my mind that we will be doing business together. It was just to help him to go around, show him what the market size is, how big is the market. So I just wanted to help him as a friend. But then he offered me that why don't you become my partner to build this brand in North America? So then why not? This.
Okay, one thing is basically knowing about a particular brand. You've heard the name Harrison. But partnering with a particular brand and taking it to the next level, what stood out, with Harrison that you said, okay, I will take this forward. I'll take the dealership and I will expand it to not, all over America.
So what I've seen in Canada, in fact, in North America, is that most of the Chinese brand they are the leader in the market. So there is no Indian brand in the market. So being an Indian, I'm always on the mission to promote Indian brands. And there is the market, like you said, is huge. The construction market is one of the biggest industry there. So I saw that opportunity, and I didn't find any Indian brand already serving North American market. So that was the trigger to me that why not Harrison? If it is so successful in India, it can be made successful in Canada and North American market. So that was the very first thought came into my mind when we spoke about partnering together in North America.
And Mr. Umang, did you ever think of expanding to Canada particularly as such before you met Amar?
quite honestly, it is luck by chance.
Hmm.
I think it is. I will give all the credit to Shri Piyush Goyalji, our Honorable Industry and Commerce Minister. I think he's getting working very hard. All these free trade agreements across the world.
Yeah.
I've been visiting about 2-3 countries with him, with Prime Minister Mr. Modi as well. And they're really pushing it across. They're pushing the brand. They're pushing the MSMEs to work very hard and have a global presence, have global footprints. And this trip was actually unplanned, and I had a very little time to do my homework. And I believe God's very kind to give me this opportunity and find partners like Amar who are not only keen to build Indian brands together but work for the Indian brands as well. It's not just making profit. When I was hearing today discussing how we go further, so there were ideas which I can resonate. The ones like giving solutions to the customer.
Yeah.
The ones what is an added benefit to brands or legacy brands like us in Harrison is we have a big diaspora of Indian fraternity across the world.
True.
And Canada is probably Indians are dominating, probably the biggest community there.
What is
And
the biggest population?
yeah, and Harrison is the Bharat ka Tala,
Absolutely.
which is now going to become the
Global Tala.
Global ka Tala. So quite surprisingly, when I was surprisingly, I was traveling, and there was Mr. Mehta from Amul.
Amul, yes.
Yes, and we both were in the same delegation, and he addressed me, because Amul is famously known as Taste of India.
Yes.
So during the entire delegation, he kept on calling me Lock of India.
Wow.
So, and I now call him the Taste of the World. I hope we've both been kind, and how our leaders are working, and partners like Amar, we actually want to have a global footprint, and rest is up to him. We'll be partnering with him. It's his brand in Canada, in North America, and we will go all out to make this successful.
Fantastic. Wish you the best. And I see a very clear vision in both your gentlemen's mind. And I'm very sure it will happen. Okay, I want to ask Amar now. Amar, when was the first time you heard about Harrison? What was your impression then? याद है आपको?
बहुत पहले बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं एक्चुअल में whenever there was any requirement of locks in our house, so my father used to say Harrison का ही लेके आना.
Okay.
So that trust is from the ages, so that
That was in Punjab when you were back in Punjab?
I was born in Batinda.
Okay.
So I spent my childhood there. So it was back then, the memories are still.
And when did you shift to Canada? What happened and how?
So I have very successful businesses in India also. So due to some family, commitment, I had to move both my daughters. They wanted to study there,
Okay.
and then I have only one wife, so she also wanted to go there. Both the daughters. So I said, why not to move the family and expand my business also.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we, started our logistic business there in 2020, and then we moved in 2022. The journey was so amazing, and then we got into distribution business. Disclaimer is that I don't know anything about the hardware industry, but I know how to sell. So
Okay.
that is my specialty. So the knowledge of Mr. Monga and the marketing and sales techniques by our brand House of Brands Canada will definitely help to prosper this brand in North America.
And I see it going global. I really see it going global. I think next time we'll meet, we will talk about how it all reached there and what has it come to now, and very, very soon. Okay. Also, I wanted to talk about, today the world is a global stage. Everything. It's a very, as I say, the market is flat. The world is flat. Today going global, it's about the right partnerships. If you only meet the right partner, there are no borders as such. When we are getting all these free trade agreements, India is pushing that really, really hard. So Canada, I think, is one market, and I'm sure Harrison will go, that Desh Ka Tala will go everywhere, and every country will say, Hamare Desh Ka Tala bhi Harrison hi hai. I'm going to be very sure about that.
And it's not only locks, but there are different product categories which Harrison offers under different brands, which can be sold globally. So there's lot of opportunities for every product Harrison is promoting.
Also, I want to ask one more question, Umang, from Amar. Harrison has been around for more than 75 years in the country. Globally, does the legacy matter or the quality matter more? What does it matter? What is most important?
So quality is number one, and then whenever you buy anything, you always look for brands with legacy. So both matters for me. Whenever I'm deciding to buy any product, specifically any product for my home or for my office or the interiors or anything, then I definitely look for quality. And quality, if the brand has the legacy, the quality is guaranteed.
Sone pe suhaga, as they say. And Umang, how do you see when you export to different countries, especially developed markets like Canada and North America and South America for that matter? Do you see the product has to go higher in global benchmarks, or are we already achieving it in India?
I believe every market has various segments to be tapped, and with Harrison, what we have is definitely a very great benchmarking of products. So we have a range which is portable, still benchmarked very well in terms of quality. When you talk about right up there, we talk about Hans. Hans is ultimate luxury. You would feel when you're holding the product it has its own identity of luxury, and the functionality which we do with Hans. With the Hans Smart, we've really integrated locks with home automation. They're talking. The products are talking to each other. They were from fantastic products. Thinking what the customer would be requiring, the solution-based products. I think when we go naturally, when every country, when you go to, have their own standards.
True.
And I believe you need to work out with the customer's taste there. So
Yeah.
definitely, when we were there, that's why me and Amar were actually going to the market, understanding what the flavor is, and we're taking our time. We're working on our products. We're working on the entire 5 Ps of the product, and we're definitely going to launch products which customers would love to, with actually will resonate with the brand's legacy. I don't want to go to a market where I am just having footprints and I'm leaving. We want to be there, and we want to be married with one single wife, right? Not multiple.
All right. Okay, another question to Amar. How has the perception changed today than what it used to be 10 years ago? And what do the customers feel of something that is made in India?
See, after COVID, people's perception has changed a lot about products made in India. Specifically, even after, I would say before that also, when Mr. Modi announced Make in India concept, so people's perception that India can also produce quality products has changed a lot. And now people are, they don't want to buy from China. They don't want to buy from Korea. They want to buy from India. You look at any big brands who's importing from India, they have doubled, tripled their, procurement, be it textile, be it in hardware, be it engineering goods. So India is going global, and I think we are going to be a very, very, very big export economy very soon.
As we all know, in many parts of India, Tala matlab
Harrison.
Harrison Tala. So North India, in fact, all over India, I think I would say the same thing. Tala matlab Harrison Tala. No denying that. But whether you visit a small, Punjab में छोटे से एक शहर में visit करते हो तो Bhatinda में से लेकर, in fact, to Rajasthan, to now Bangalore, south of India, Tala matlab Harrison Tala.
कश्मीर से लेके कन्याकुमारी तक
Tala matlab Harrison Tala. No doubt about that. I think most of the viewers that will actually see this podcast in Canada, they don't know the story of Harrison, how it all started. Umang, why don't you talk about your story of Harrison, where it all started? In fact, especially in your own words, it'll all come out more amazing.
I think credit all goes to my grandfather, Shri R.P. Monga. And as earlier I've always said, he could find the opportunity that Aligarh is a very small, fragmented market with talented artisans building great products. And he always found that there's an opportunity for an Indian brand, domestically grown Indian brand, to do well. Because this is just after independence and people were used to the international brands which were being selling in the market. So he found the opportunity, worked very hard. The brand came up. He created distribution from, as rightly said by Amar, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And I think one very great learning I've had from my grandfather and father is relationships, building partnerships.
True.
And when I look back, whether it's the partnership with our vendors, with the artisans, we have generations who have worked with us, for us, for channel partners or distributors, what we call them. As for distributor and channel partners, what we call them. I don't recall the first one is also still working with us.
Wow.
And there are distributors who are channel partners who are working for us for more than 65, 60 years.
Must be 2 or 3 generations
The
working
third
together.
generation. In fact, one I recently met has had his 4th generation coming in.
Wow.
And he was just 18 and he took my son along. And my son's just 12. So we all were talking business. So they were sitting in a separate conference room at an exhibition. And he started talking to my son. हमारे पापा business करते तो हमें भी business करना चाहिए. So you can imagine the 4th generation has also started talking.
Nice.
And so partnerships, very important. Relationships, very important for us at Harrison. Whether it's a team, we've got people who actually worked or been a part of the company for more than 50 years and still consulting with us now. They retire and become consultant or partners with us. We have distributors and channel partners who have started brands with us. One of our recent brand, PowerX, which is into cutting wheels, is with a partner who was an earlier channel partner with us. So building partnerships would be the key. And what I see with Amar and Canada, that this is going to be a huge opportunity because Canada has got it's got the size, it's got the Indian diaspora, and then with Amar we have great partnership going on. He's seen his up and down, he's seen his tough journey of life. He's built his own empire where in Canada I've seen it, and he's got a big heart, I must tell you. And he paid for my first solo trip as well.
Did the love start from there?
I think yes. So, but yes, to be honest, yes, this is how the brand is built.
I think it's all about, firstly, honesty in relationships that build brands together. If there's no honesty, if they say that, you can be a great business, man. But if you're not an honest businessman, the partnerships don't last long.
Mm.
They just fall flat, and there's just,
Yep.
100% right.
you know,
You have to be. I think you probably want to come in first and say something, Amar.
Well, for any partnership to last long, it is very, very important that the foundation is always built on trust and relationships. When we get
Yes.
strong relationship, the trust is automatically built. We have been building partnerships by establishing the good relationship and by building the trust.
because life has ups and downs, so has business. You know, if those partnerships or the foundation is strong, we keep going. They say the stock market graph is always like this. They will be up, there'll be downs, there'll be up, there'll be downs. As long as the foundation is strong, we'll keep flying.
And you have to keep on building. Your relationship is not about going like a flat line. You have
Yeah.
to definitely, as you said, it's going to have its ups and downs. It's all about working with new problems, finding solutions, enjoying the successes together. When you're going through the downfall, supporting each other.
Yes.
So it's just it's holding hands.
It's holding hands.
It's holding
walking
hands.
together.
Holding hands for a long until you're flirting around. So make sure you hold your hands and hold your hands strongly, and then partners do believe one thing is trust, what you rightly said. So yes, Harrison's all about trust. That's what we earned.
In fact, and Harrison, from where it started 77 years ago, actually today, has become a complete lifestyle and a security solution brand now. I want to ask you something, Amar. You heard the story of Harrison.
Yes.
Does the story also matter in a brand in a big way? You know, when people hear story, they connect better with that particular brand?
Very true. When you have a very great story behind any brand, it makes the brand more visible. It makes the brand more acceptable. So, I was listening to his story, how the brand was built 65, 77 years ago, and how he rebuilt the brand after 2007. He took over, once he took over the company.
Yes.
This is a great story and great, perspective how great businessman he is and how great leader he is, how he,
The resilience of Umang, got it back on again.
and he has, unmatchable energy level. I've seen him, working hard at 6 o'clock in the morning and this with the same energy at 12 o'clock in the night.
Yes.
So I really love that. And the story behind Harrison is amazing. Once people will hear that story, I think, the love for Harrison will grow globally.
And I also want to ask you, what impressed you more of Harrison? What impressed you more? The history of Harrison or the willingness to innovate or the resilience? What impressed you more?
So I will be very honest. Umang impressed me in the first place, and then the brand, the name really impressed me a lot, and history, that's a legacy. So
Yes.
all combination of all three really impressed me a lot, and that is why we are sitting and talking about how to develop
Yeah.
complete North American market.
And they say, great partnerships are people centric.
Yes.
If you connect to the person, then you can take that brand forward. Everything is built on personal relationships.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, Umang, and out of all these global markets, you've been going to different countries, and why did you particularly thought of Canada, expanding there?
Undoubtedly, Canada is one of the biggest markets in terms of size, and then when it gives a clear entry to the American markets as well. So, and then as on to be honest, this is God sent, and definitely when you're great partners, when you're building markets, it's all about finding good partners.
Yeah.
It's the market might be really good, but if your partner's not working, somebody not working on the ground, and the relationship won't work. So definitely Canada is a great market. We've studied the market since we've come back. We worked on certain great products. We're ready to innovate, as you already told in the previous position. We're open to suggestions. We're going to work hard,
Yes.
and I think Canada for me is Amar, and so Amar will take charge, and I believe Amar is going to do a great job, and we're going to have a great future for Harrison there, which I believe is going to be a lot of hard work, uphill task.
There is.
But
Yes.
as you always see that by the end of the rainbow, you find gold. So we could definitely have the gold in Canada.
I can already see the rainbow happening with great people like both of you. The rainbow started building already. I can see it happening.
And to add it to this position, the trip to this reminds me of the trip to Niagara Falls, and when we were ending uh, the last visit to Niagara Falls, there is when we saw the rainbow as well.
Yeah, we saw the rainbow.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
It was yeah, beautiful.
Great. But Umang, I want to ask this question. I'm very curious about this. What made you choose Canada? You know, the world is flat and, you know, expanding, but Canada is far. What made you choose Canada, especially to grow global?
I think first of all, the big size of the Indian community is there,
Hmm.
and the construction market is growing drastically there. We see a demand of great products coming in. Smarter homes need smarter security solutions.
Yes.
So that Hans is already working on it. And finally, I think, yes, we got great partnership happening with Amar. So we look forward Amar carrying the flag on to Canada and North of America. So we see Canada as a big, big market in coming future.
Smart partnerships with smarter businessmen.
Yes.
That is the key. Great.
Not only in Canada, but our ultimate aim would be to spread across complete North America. So slowly and directly, we will be expanding in North America as well.
Starting from Canada, then conquering the entire, you know.
American market.
Yes, that will be great. Let's talk about the free trade agreement that is happening. That's already happened with England
UK.
right now, UK right now. You think anything happening between India and Canada as well? You see that happening in the near future somewhere?
Yeah, it's already under the planning. They have not divulged much details about this, but I hope and I can see that it's coming very soon. It's coming.
That will be fantastic for more brands to, you know, go across the world. That'll be amazing.
Yeah, Mr. Goyal in his address to the community at Toronto Pearson Airport, he has conveyed this. This is under they are already working on this, and very soon this will be a reality.
Okay, another question to Amar. What Harrison products do you think Canadians and Americans would love the most?
See, everybody needs locks, but the other products like door handles, automation, smart home solutions. Every home is a smart home in Canada now. So everybody would love to have more and more choice of products other than Chinese, whatever is available in the Canadian markets. Indian made smart home solutions, and I've seen the products. They are really amazing.
We are having great partnerships with big global giants like Samsung and all as well now. So very, very soon you'll see our products, Harrison products, growing big globally. Especially, I think a lot of people in Canada and America use Samsung products in a big way as well. So you can, through IoT, it all can be together.
Yes, you talk about any smart home, they are using IoT nowadays. It's going to be a big thing. And I heard from Umang that he's bringing new technology, new, designs every day for smarter homes in India as well as for the globe. So I'm really hopeful that, with the new products coming in, with the new product launch, new designs, it will be really great to,
It'll be fantastic. That's what I think. It'll be fantastic. Oman, do you want to share something more? What are you planning globally? Do you want to share with the viewers today? Or
I think, I will go step by step. I believe in taking small steps and work strongly. So I think we've started with Canada. We want to experience Canada and North America. We want to build on that, and we got the entire India to build on that as well. India is a big country by itself. Every 50 kilometers you're moving out.
yeah,
You could feel the communities change, the language changing, the cultures changing. So the previous question was where we are really working is the IoT of things. Every product now is connected. Every product is talking to each other now. Quite surprisingly, before shifting my mindset to keyless has got a big change in my approach to thinking about things. Uh, as I always believe that business is about integrations. Now product is about integration. You can't
Yeah.
have a standalone product which is doing well. So
Hmm.
you could, there are things which you talk about at Samsung. I think very soon you will be hearing a lot of things with Apple. So we're keeping our
Fingers
fingers crossed
crossed.
and working very strongly on the back end to make sure that we give the customer the best products possible. And when a product is good, there are no boundaries. You'll be then if a product's good, it'll be good in India, it'll be good in US, or it'll be good in Australia or in New Zealand. So if we build in great products, give customers great solutions, we could see the global expansion coming very soon.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm sure it will happen. I'm sure it will happen very soon. Question to Amar. How will you build trust for Harrison in Canada? Any particular plan that you're going to follow? It's going to be a new brand for that market.
Yeah, we are starting by having a experience store in Toronto.
Okay.
Could be one of its kind experience store in Toronto. Then we could again, like, coming back to the story part, we have to people know about Harrison, but then don't know the story behind Harrison. So we will try to
The story has to
promote
be
that.
told them.
Yeah. So we are planning to have a dealer and distribution partners meet there, where we will be explaining about Harrison's story, the products we have, what we are trying to do in Canada. So we are launching in a big way. So a lot of plans are discussed with Umang that this is the way we want to promote ourselves. And nowadays, marketing is very easy if you can promote your products online as well as offline. It gives you direct access to the market. So it's very easy to get the access. It is just that you need to understand the concepts of marketing, how you market your product. So we are planning starting with the store, the experience store, then having partners meet there, launching
Okay.
it in a big way. So we have lots of plans to expand into Canada.
Amazing, amazing. Good luck to both of you guys. I see it happening. Now, talking about partnerships, suppose someone is watching this podcast from Canada, a dealer, a builder, an architect who wants to, get these products or actually become a distributor under you as well. How can they approach you guys? Are you building like a platform for them or a contact number, or what's the plan?
I think the first thing we'll probably do is going to have a helpline number, which is reflecting right now when I'm talking to you. So another thing is we've set up social media pages and probably going to have Amar's entire detail on the website as well. So when you come to harrisonlocks.com, you'll find Canada at Harrison. You'll probably find the entire details. For partnerships, definitely Amar would be the man and the team which we probably have.
Okay.
What I would like to add in the previous discussion, which you said, to building brands there, I think apart from product, our product is more touch and feel. So you can, when you have an experience center, which we call the Solutions by Harrison. So we're not only going to be explaining the products, we're probably also going to be showing some solutions and the application of the product in that solution center and the experience center.
Great.
Apart from the big conclaves which we planned together, and I hope he's going to pay for my ticket to come to Canada, as he did earlier. So apart from that, we're definitely going to have people-to-people working on the ground. We've already started appointing sales and great marketing team on ground. Moreover, that I believe it's a lot of education. And today with social media coming up very strongly, we can activate or give information through all our social media handles, YouTube, which you already started doing, and you'll see more of us online.
And what kind of partners are you guys looking at to join the business?
Yeah, so we are looking at all the distributors of hardware products in Canada. So we would they are going to be our partners, the hardware stores across Canada. And after we have built the relationship with the hardware stores, then we will go for the big retail chains like Home Depot and all, where we can have a separate section of Harrison products.
Okay.
In Home Depot stores, Canadian Tire stores. So we would love to bring in the giants of retail also experiencing the magic of Harrison.
Lovely, lovely. Great plan. Among a question for you. What kind of support will Harrison and your team provide to your Canadian partners?
I think the most important thing is availability. what Amar brings to the table is his experience in logistics, and he's assured us that any product would be available in 7 days or if not before in Canada, which is a big number because Canada is a big country. Number two, we believe that both of us have decided and discussed that we want to get more value to the table, which is getting solutions, customer solutions. So we will be having experienced engineers to install our smart solutions at doorstep, which we're already doing in India, but we'll start this in Canada.
Okay.
We've already started discussing the same. Amar is in touch with few locksmiths, few engineers who have already committed to us. So we'll try to bring the TAT down. We're probably looking at 72 hours, but probably want to bring that down. So if you order Harrison Smart products, you would get it installed by smart engineers at a very smart pricing and costing. Yeah.
Great. Good to know that. I think that's great for a Canadian market, right?
Yeah, it's a challenge for the Canadian market because it's very expensive for the installation and everything. So what we are doing is we are trying to attach service with the product. So
Okay.
everybody Chinese players, everybody is only selling the products, sending any services to the Canadian buyers. So we are going one step ahead. So we will attach this service of installation within, like he said, 72 hours. So, but my target is to make it. You buy anything today, and within 48 hours, we install at your door at a very, very nominal price.
At a very smart price. Let's all be very smart about the business. Okay, and how do you see Harrison in Canada in the next 5 years?
So we want to, start slowly, but we want to make it really big. I won't be able to give you an exact number, but it's my purpose is to reach, all the Canadian stores in next 5 years. So we will be available at any store you name, whether it's a big brand or small store. So we want the, reach of the product in such a way that wherever you go, you see Harrison on the shelves. So that is our strategy. Where we are.
That will be a moment of proud.
I've learned to dikta hai, wo bikta hai. If your product is there on the shelf, it is displayed properly in the hardware store. So people are going to love it and people are going to buy it.
May you say something on this as well कि जो market में बैठा होता है वही business करता है ऐसे कुछ होता है ना एक statement.
I agree with it. अमर जो दिखता है वो बिकता है पर अब इसमें है जो ज़्यादा दिखता है वो ज़्यादा बिकता है. So as rightly said by Amar, we need to make sure our network, our penetration into market is great. After sales service is excellent.
Yeah.
Replenishment of products at distributor point, dealership points are great. And at the back end at Harrison, we will make sure the products are updated and launched with great speed and great perfection. And we'll be making sure that we'll be keeping up with times, giving more smarter solutions, more integrated solutions, more solutions which are connected and making people's life easier and secure. So that's the ultimate purpose. We want to live up to our brand's value, which is trust. So that's the ultimate aim. And again, I'll end up by saying great partnerships get great goals achieved very soon. And we look forward for that. Yeah.
And we are going to be on both online and offline channels. Do you want to buy online? You click on Amazon or on website harrison.ca website, and you can buy from there.
Okay, great. Fantastic. And what about the MOU? Has the MOU been signed between you two guys as of now?
He's actually flown in specially for this. And for me, it's a great honor that he's done this. And we've not only going to be signing the MOU, we're going to be signing an MOU. We've been working and showing a little format of our display center and the experience center of solutions at Canada. Hopefully, we will get things in order very soon. Probably in the next coming week, we'll be hearing big news. Yeah.
So hold on, Mananjay Bhavan. Two great stalwarts are going to be coming there soon and signing a fantastic MOU between both the countries. Great. Good luck to both of you guys. Now the time has come for a very amazing, very interesting round. It's called the rapid fire. So I'm going to ask questions to both of you guys.
Let's go.
One sentence, one word. The choice is yours. Nothing beyond that. Okay. Ready, Amang? Sure, to ready. Okay. All right. Traditional lock or smart lock?
Smart lock.
Hybrid. I always believe there will be space for traditional locks as well, but its future is for the smarter ones.
Okay, one word for Harrison.
Legacy.
Trust.
Okay, one Indian quality the world should know.
I'll say passionate.
So I think whatever Indians are trying to do, they're trying. Oh, one word is again passionate. Yes.
Okay, I would agree.
Yeah.
One city in Canada you're most excited about.
Toronto.
Business Toronto, as for vacations, is banned for me.
Okay. One word to describe the Canadian market.
It's a growing market.
Where Harrison going to grow big.
Okay. One feature every modern home should have.
Integrated.
Smart locks.
Okay. One message to Indian families living in Canada.
Be ready for Harrison.
Yeah. Be ready for Harrison.
We are coming.
We are coming.
Okay.
हम आ रहे हैं.
Your vision for Harrison in Canada.
In the short run, I want to make it a household brand, and in the long run, we want to expand to other North American cities.
I resonate totally what he's saying.
Okay. One habit that changed your life.
Waking up early.
Not listening to my wife.
For the better or for the worse?
You said change.
Okay. Build fast, build right, or build vast? What do you choose?
Build right.
I'll again build right.
Okay. Complete the sentence. Harrison is.
Trust.
Harrison is trust. Totally. Harrison.
Don't copy him to say something else. Harrison
Yeah,
is.
no. Partnership है यार इसमें. So Harrison is trusting and building partnerships.
One value that you strongly believe in.
Honesty.
I guess, yes. Honesty would be one of them. And again, I'll go back is building partnerships and making strong partnerships, yes. Long-term partnerships.
Before we wrap up, I'd like to ask one final question. Canada is home to a vibrant and successful Indian community that has always remained connected to its roots, right? What message would you like to share with our Indian brothers and sisters living in Canada as Harrison, starts his new journey across the globe?
So my message to all the brothers and sisters living in Canada is that Harrison is launching very soon, and they should buy Indian, because I know from your heart you love Indian products, and you would share that love with Harrison as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Amar. Thank you, Umang.
Thank you.
Today
so
was
much.
not just talking about locks. Today was talking about partnerships, collaborations, taking Indian products globally. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Thank you
Umang.
so much. Thank you.
Always a pleasure having you
Yeah.
on the Lockguru Show.
Yeah.
For over 75 years, Harrison has protected homes all over India. Now, with a global vision and commitment to excellence, we are entering the Canadian market. If you're a distributor, architect, dealer, homeowner, looking for premium products and architectural excellence, do connect with us. We are looking forward to work with you. Once again, thank you for watching the Lockguru Show. If you like what you see, do share with your friends. And of course, have a great day ahead.
तो तुम कैमरा लोग करियो
Okay, one habit that changed your life.
Not listening to my wife.
That's
भैया,
okay.
ये
I'll
अगला
ask the
कुछ
question again.
मैं देख ले तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ तेरे पे ध्यान है मुझे.